first picked Ashe. Wait, they banned Zeri, Sivir, Lucian on red side. They banned Zeri, Sivir, Lucian on red side. Okay, Ashheimer, Cassante blind, Azir on 3. I think they're sacking bot a bit too much, no? Why doesn't C9... Oh, they banned Sejuani, Kassadin. Wait, I'm so confused. Am I high? Why did they ban Kassadin? Why are they banning Kassadin on 4-5? Oh, because they think it's Azir support. Oh my god, if this is Azir support, I'm done. Oh my god, Lil Bro saw it in fucking Kespa Cup or whatever the fuck it was, and now they think it's broken or what? And I guess the casters think it's Sylas jungle, so they said that Akali's good into Azir. I mean, C9's draft is so good. Well, not so good, but it's just better. Dude, VA, like it's 2023 and they're playing Viego jungle. Wait, what jungle champ was good there? I don't get this draft. Like, I don't understand how Maokai gets to 4-5. First of all, like Maokai is absolutely broken, like disgustingly OP. I don't understand how Wukong gets to 4-5, because also, like, picking jungle bot on 1-3 is so strong. Unless Jax is open, I can see why 100 Thieves does that. I mean, they must have planned this Azir flex. Like, this whole draft is because of the Azir flex. They banned 380 carries to force them to place Varisheimer or Ashheimer, so they can play Azir into it. Their whole draft revolves around one pick. I hate this. I hate this so much. I don't like it at all. You're like trying to tunnel vision them into one single idea that you can counter. But Azir support against Akali Wukong, like, I feel like that champ is gonna get fisted, man. Yeah, a bit confusing. Also, I think they should just pick Varus Karma or something here. I don't know, like imagine they had like even Wukong here is good, Karma here is good. Just leave mid till 5. They blinded top, pick top on 4, like Gnar, Renekton, Aatrox, like it's fine. Maokai here is insanely good. Jax, Maokai, Varus, like if you have Jax, Maokai, Varus, you can play Jace on 4. Like, it's crazy. Jax, Maokai, Varus, Jace, it's completely one. And then let's pick some support like Soraka or Karma. Like, I don't know, some of these drafts I'm not a huge fan, but whatever. Like, yeah, this is really good by Closer. You should always do 3 camps into invade. I can see why Blabber started topside, but I think right now in the current meta, if you have a pushing bot, right? If my bot wants to push, it's very common in eastern regions to do red start actually, solo. And he does red Raptor's Crux and runs into enemy bot side because he knows enemy jungle has to path bot as well. And because enemy jungle can start red and you start blue, if you both start topside and he invades you, you have blue buff to red buff disadvantage, so you lose 1v1. So on blue side, when you have pushing bot, it's better to start bot side, because then you can actually contest enemy jungler who has red as well, and then you just bring your bot to contest his blue, right? It's just better. Because if Wukong has red and Viego has red, it's pretty even. But if one of them doesn't have red, then it's lost. So now he has to play around this bot side without red buff. So he loses 1v1, which means he has to go through lane instead of river. So I think Blabber should just do red Raptor's Crux and walk into enemy bot side. Like, this is just classic LPL style. On Vi especially, they do it. And this is how you keep bot push, because you meet enemy jungle at the same time with no disadvantage. I think it's like old school jungling to play full clear to bot. And the reason it's old school jungling is because it was melee support meta. And melee support meta, they can't get the push. I think Blabber needs to fix his pathing for pushing bot. It would make the game so much smoother right now, because what he would do is his bot would reset here and he'd clear his whole top side. Okay, his top dive looks good. He is a bit scuffed or what? What happened with the Cassante damage? He just unstoppable the tower. He just like cast it for a half a second and did it into the tower. And then he missed his Q. I mean, Fudge misplayed a little bit. Jax leveled up. But like Wukong tempo is in the ground. Like, this Wukong pathing really fucked him. Like, Wukong is so far behind. It's crazy. Good poke by Azir though. This must have been something they've been practicing in scrims all the time to counter with. Wow, what is going on mid? How is Akali up 13 CS? Like, there must be a big wave stacking, right? Surely. Diplex hasn't even TP'd back yet and he's crushing. Small freeze. I mean, Diplex will lose 2 melees from that. He also has, I think he has Alternator from base. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, he lost 2 melees. Oh, he lost 3 melees actually. He doesn't have Alternator. He has Blasting Amp. Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know anything about Diplex, in ERLs, I think he was on Vitality Academy. This guy is historically the last 2 years of pro play, he plays only melee mids. He plays like Kiana, Set, Renekton, Cho'Gath, Akali, Sylas, Kassadin, like any melee. Fudge is just gapping top or... Damn, Fudge just solo bolos top. But I feel like I've seen Cassante Jax about 15 times now, maybe 20 times. This always happens. When Jax is trying to crash a wave post 6, he gets knocked on Q3, W'd, and then ulted into tower. I always see this, and he takes 2 tower shots, 1 tower shot. And then the Cassante chases with either Ghost or E-Flash, and he dies. Jax struggles, like this is with the strength of the Cassante and the Jax matchup. I think the level 6 to 10 lane phase here, every time Cassante wants to make sure the wave comes into him, because then he has kill pressure on Jax, because he can knock him into tower on 1 Q3. I mean, jungle situation is still pretty bad, but I think that C9 could control the game so much more. And the thing is, jungle can impact bot quite heavily. If jungle is ahead and wins 1v1, then Azir can't trade, and the pick loses value. So if Blabber like had a bit better pathing, and he was stronger, he has so much mid push that he could deny a lot of what 100 Thieves want to do this game. But I think 100 Thieves got away with this Azir pick. Okay, they'll get a few plates bot. Not super great by C9, but I think they catch the most of this wave. They lost 2 plates and they lost like 4 creeps, I think. Wukong is level 6 now though, so this kind of nullifies the 1-5 early game that he was losing. So top is winning in isolation, mid is winning in isolation, C9 solo lanes are outperforming, Blabber's recovered, and bot is behind in XP because of the Herald situation. So overall C9 favored in terms of like resources. The problem I see, I guess, maybe is Berserker is playing without cleanse. I don't know if that'll be an issue. He's also rushing Hydra, so he's going to be like a supportive champ, which means solo lanes need to get ahead. So I don't even know if it's worth for Blabber to play around bot. I think playing around top is good to get, or top or mid, or getting top mid ahead, because bots will just be supportive champs. I think he can play around their push level 1 to 6, 7 to invade, but now I don't know if it's like worth playing around them too much. Diplex is doing really well, I think, so far in this lane. He's soaking a lot of pressure. Nice dodge on the arrow. It's funny how Reckless and Doublelift like leave the LEC/LCS for a while. They both come back and they both play Varus in their first game. Okay, Blabber's top. He's probably gonna Herald, yeah. It's the free tower. Yeah, Diplex is doing really well. Drake's up in 1. Very slow game though. I think slow game kind of favors C9 because I think their top side 3v3 is stronger. Also their bot lane gets pushed in isolation because of this Tiamat. What do you think of Bjergsen's build? I think it's fine. I've seen already a few Sylas go Rod of Ages. I don't think it's bad. Here comes the first Herald fight, and top is first because he can push to tier 2. I mean Herald fight, Dragon fight. It's easy. They have bot push, top push, mid push. Like 100 Thieves put their bot lane mid, but they can't cross map top because Fudge can't get Dove. C9 doesn't look like they're in time, but maybe they are in time. They don't have a Kali TP is a problem, so they're kind of walking in 4v5. Very risky what they're doing. Wow, they got it. What? They might die for it though, one of them. Wow, that's incredible. That is completely illegal. Like, that should never happen. I think Fudge does really well here, to be honest. So this is a Herald fight that C9 took 4v5. And they got the objective and got out. Crazy. 100 Thieves have no, like... They have no form of hard engage. They couldn't pull the trigger, it seems. So what's the game situation? It's really C9 favored. They have insane wave clear mid. They have a winning side lane in Akali, I think. I don't know how their 2v2 goes with Wukong, but it looks like he's even with Viego now, so... Pop wins. Nothing to really play for. 100 Thieves objective is bot tier 1. Cassante wins against Jax. Yes, look at his items. Like, look at Cassante items. Versus Thunderer. Oh, it's crazy. I mean, mid is just fucking PvE wave clear fest.
So can we finally agree that Cassante should just be banned B1 every time?
I don't think Cassante is super broken, but I think he's S tier next to Jax. So C9 is playing mid to top, trying to crack open a top tier 2. I'm surprised 100 Thieves aren't playing hard for bot tier 1 with closer or anything. I think they could have forced this tower down, but maybe they would lose top tier 2 for it. Lane situation is hard for 100 Thieves. Wow, did Doublelift just die? How? Did Wukong W over this wall? Arrow, must be Arrow hitting him though. Yeah, Arrow hits him. He gets hit by Arrow. Wukong W's over the wall. And EQ ults him. Then Flash ults on his follow. Okay, they have Herald mid. Wow, this is insane pressure for C9. What is Busio? What is going on? He just has Q3 up and knocks Busio. And he just gets one shot. Okay, well. The Varus Azir are officially useless. Fudge does a little bit of trolling there. Sven almost dies too. I mean, it's a really good game by C9 so far. Their lane's just won. And their macro is good. 100 Thieves can't cross map. I mean, their engage is a Varus ult. Drake's up in 50. I mean, C9 shouldn't struggle to set that up. A lot of mistakes by 100 Thieves. Another kill on Doublelift? No.
I can't wait to see how C9 this game.
Okay, I think C9 made a small mistake here. I think before the replay, what should happen is Akali should run top from base. Because her TP's up, right? And Drake's up. It's a very basic thing. I mean, Cassante can go as well because his TP's up soon. But you run into this situation where they shouldn't give you up top tier 1. Because they don't get bot tier 1. If they got bot tier 1 for top tier 1 and Drake, it's fine because you're trading ahead. I mean, they will get bot tier 1 eventually, but I think they could have held top tier 1 because of how far ahead they are. They don't even get it because they're scared of Nash. Look, they're pinging Nash. And now they lose bot tier 1. What? C9's side control is not great. They need to work on that. Nice arrow. Sven is griefing. Closer dies. Nice play by Diplex there. TP's in. Gets R1. Then you just flash R2s to Varus. The Varus. Misses E on his ear, but then I win this fight really hard. Is that Nash? No, it's not. Yeah, okay, so C9's team fighting and their mid grouping is really good. I mean, their mechanics are really good. Their punish is really good. Their arrows are really good. I just think they dropped 2 side lane towers for no reason. Maybe the bot tier 1 was unavoidable. Sven dies. Closer picks up Heimer. And then he just gets one shot. No real way out. Nice TPs. Good reaction from C9 solo lanes to just insta TP in. Was good TPs. Also, yeah. Also, why doesn't Varus... Like, I feel like Varus and Ashe should have cleanse. Maybe I'm wrong. Wow, 4k damage from Cassante. I mean, they should finally be able to get this bot tier 1. Okay, so now we're on mid wave again. Mid contest into Nash. Doublelift ult flash. Berserker flash sit. The reason they're trying to force here is because Akali has no TP taking bot tier 1, so they want to fight for 5v4, right? But Blabber turns on them because he knows even on a 5v4 they're overstepping. They have no Varus ult. This was a really good punish. No, I think C9 can force Nash if they want. Berserker positioning is just so good this game. Diego has ult flash. They need to turn somehow. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I mean, Berserker's arrows in this game are insane timings. Like, the timing is perfect to the point where they have pressure to force them to walk in, but also they have enough gap close to get on top of the target, so it's not just a wasted arrow. Okay, Diplex made a mistake there. Nice patience on the Nash. Oh my god. Well played by Closer. They ult him out, but then he flashes back in. And they lose it. But they win the fight. So only support Azir has Nash. Okay, small mistake. I think they could have played the Nash a bit slower there. But I can see why they're not playing it slow, because they're all getting low HP at the back of the pit. Here they need to stop damage. But I think they keep hitting it there, like Fudge was hitting it. Berserker hit it a bit, Blabber's hitting it. Everyone's hitting Nash. They're calling to finish because he got ulted out of the pit, but nice steal by Closer. Tiny bit messy, but it's what it is. Only Azir has Nash. And they can still siege bot tier 1 because they're still really far bot tier 2 because they're still really far ahead. Good. This Ashe build, I like this Ashe build. Ashe Heimer bot is basically 2 supports, so you need to make sure your solo lanes are strong. Okay, so now all they need to do is play for top tier 2, so they should probably base soon and set up a 4-1 top side. They can also 1-3-1, but I think they don't have TP on Akali, so 4-1 is easier, so they should have Fudge top. I mean, they can have Fudge catching bot. They can go 1-3-1 kind of if they move into Akali's lane. So what happens? Fudge is on side lane against Tenacity. Does he win? Tenacity has Blade. I mean, Diplex is here. Good play by Diplex, the Shadow. This TP is a bit late. Maybe they can win actually, Fudge and Diplex. Nice stopwatch by Bjergsen. Good collapse by the team. Good play by C9. Shadowing bot. Shadowing is really effective, especially if enemy top wins 1v1. They'll always take the fight. But this Sylas build is pure vegan mode, isn't it? Like, where is the damage? Rod of Ages, Zhonya's, Banshees. Nice arrow by Berserker. 100 Thieves don't have damage. They have Poke Varus, vegan Sylas, Jax lost lane, and Viego can't really get in the range of Ashe Heimer, Wukong. And Azir support, like, don't even get me fucking started on it. Okay, really good fight. Nash's up in 1 minute. They should set up top side, I guess. They're walking into bot side for vision for Drake, and Fudge just presses his R button on Doublelift. He's saving flash for worlds. No, I'm kidding. Nice, his Banshees blocked Ashe ult, which is great. Sylas build is working out. I mean, they're just running them down. They're literally just running it down mid and killing them. 100 Thieves looks a little bit disjointed. I hate their draft plan, to be honest. But yeah, C9 win. Really good game by C9. Really good punish. Berserker MVP for me. Couple things C9 could clear up. A little bit of early game A little bit of lane assignments on side lane to prevent towers from falling, and also a little bit around the Baron. Other than that, pretty flawless game. Really well played by everyone. They'll get Drake here, get Mountain Soul, and I guess 100 Thieves will just take the fight. Maybe 100 Thieves can win this fight, actually. C9 is pretty low. Maybe they have a chance. Oh, they got a kill on Sven. Okay, well, Blabber and Fudge are just too tanky. Wait, is it a Blabber Penta? Did Blabber get a Penta? Yo, give him the Penta! Oh, you're cringe, Tenacity. Can 100 Thieves Tenacity? The base is gonna die? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's funny. Nice game. Good debut by Diplex. What I will say is it's kind of tough for Doublelift. I feel bad for him because he won so many titles that when he comes back, the minimum expectation is to just be a championship form again. Which is kind of tough on him. So people are probably going to be like, Doublelift, XCD, washed up, retire, lol. Shut up. Give him time.